Hi. Are you going through a tough time right now? Like you need money, like ASAP, like yesterday? Not today, like yesterday. Okay, this is Miss Fern. I just want to encourage you. I have a book guide that I wrote a while back, a few years ago, and it's on how to make money selling what you already own, reselling to make ends meet. So don't be discouraged. I had come across a video today of a young lady who is doing, I guess, Uber driving for food or dining or something. And her concern, she wasn't really concerned, but she was like, more like, I know God is with me. I know He's protecting me. And I'm doing it as a side hustle. First of all, you don't have to hustle when you're in Christ Jesus. I used to do it for many a year until I came to the understanding about the word hustle. So, and that's just a quick, we don't hustle. God's people don't hustle. We seek His face and we ask for direction and guidance. And we work, and sometimes we work two jobs, but we don't go under that hustle spirit. So, but I'm not here for that. I'm here to share with you ways that you can make money. And I'm always giving a tip on how to take and make money. So one of them is either starting a reselling business, a vending business, or a tag sale or vendors and lots like that. You can go out to flea markets and stuff. Those are businesses. Anyone can do them. Doesn't cost much. It doesn't take a lot. As a matter of fact, it just takes your willingness and your effort to go out there and create an income and bring it in. Now the hows to are, it's not difficult. You have to be patient. At the same time, if you need money now, I would say some people use pawn shops. I would encourage you. Pawn shops are iffy. You don't want to really get into that world, but you can also use barter and trade. There are things that you may have sold that are of good quality. Don't be ashamed. You can ask especially if you have kids' clothes, shoes, and things like that. Kids are growing up. Some people barter and trade them. You can also, the barter and trade doesn't mean money, but you'll be surprised what you can do. There's money inside bartering and trading, and I'll teach that on one of my up-and-coming classes that I'll be teaching. So with that is right now, you could barter and trade, and if you have something of quality, then you can offer to sell it. You're not going to get a lot of times what you do get in the retail shops. Well, I want $40, $50. Sometimes the person don't have it. But if they have 20, if they have 10, you could negotiate it with. I had a pair of hookahs recently I sold. I paid 140 for them. That was a steep investment for me, but my feet are important and I needed a quality shoe. So I had to take and get them. When I wore them, didn't work for me. I had them for a while. I tried to sell them. That people weren't paying what I wanted to. I only wore them like 3 times. So what I ended up doing, I posted them for 50. Somebody offered me 30. We bartered and stuff. I said 40. 40 was my final drop because I knew what they were buying and they knew what they were buying. So you have to kind of negotiate it so you can get something. Some people say something is nothing. I'll take nothing. Well, then you keep that item, but at the same time, if you need to go forward, that's another option for reselling. But be encouraged. Don't give up. Get out there. Make the deals. A lot of times we don't know. We're not comfortable because we've never been taught in the school. And it was purposely that they didn't want you to learn how to barter and trade. They didn't want you to learn how to sell. They never taught us economics. You have to learn economics for yourself. You will invest in some information, a library, some time, so you can learn about the economy. It's very important, especially in the days we're living in now. It's very important that you become educated about the economy. Don't do what the world system is doing, because they are going out there doing stuff that's not right. So I would just encourage you, use what you have at home. You have a lot of great clothes probably in your closet. Clean them up, fold them up, sew them up. People buy clothes just for the material sometimes because they'll break it down and they'll recondition it. They'll do all manner of things. The children of Israel, they can do things with wool. People take skirts. I saw my sister's one of my sisters, she's an expertise. She would take her jeans, she would cut them up, make pocketbooks and skirts, and there's things you could do to resell that you can make extra money or start a business. Don't be afraid. If you don't have the knowledge, get the knowledge. The knowledge is out there. It's a small investment sometimes. Yes, if you go to college, it costs. If you get a coach, there's all kind of coaches for business out there. There's a lot of free programs out there, government programs. People started other vending, not just vending, small business startups. So there's information out there. You got to want to, but you are a business person. I could go deeper into this, but I'm just on here as a quick little reference. Like I said, I have my book out on how to make money selling what you already own. Reselling guide. It's on Amazon. So, go check it out. I think it's on audio too. I put it up on audio. And invest in your future. Invest in your development, because you're important and your family is important. And we don't want to be homeless. With these landlords going up on the rent, they say everything's going up. I got to go up on the rent. That's a conversation I'm not going to have today, y'all. So at the same time, invest in yourself. Keep a roof over your head. You can work it. God taught me to work it years ago. I have 3 children, single mother. I work part-time. I wasn't on assistance, but the Lord taught me how to take what I had, and he taught me how to stretch it. Coupon and get coupons instead of going into the store paying $100, $200. Learn the stores, learn the flyers. These are quick tips that I'm giving you so that you don't have to be behind and be out there scrapping, unsafe in this world where you have to be extra careful. You have to watch over yourself, watch over your kids. You got to be the babysitter with the eyes in the front, eyes in the back. You got to be alert and attentive, and you can't be sleeping on them. And please keep your kids tight to you. Don't let your children go off with people you don't know, because you don't know people's motives. But be consistent, be alert, be attentive. You single parents, you parents and stuff, I don't care who they are. They could be your family. Keep your eyes open. Keep a watch on your kids. See what they're doing. Get into their business. I didn't, years ago, I didn't listen to the music my daughter listened to. It wasn't for me. And I had a conversation with a woman of God, and she was like, you have to stop and listen, Sister Vern. Why? Because you don't know what your kids are doing. You don't know what they're listening to. You don't what, and these spirits are programming our children to be anti-obedient, disobedient. That's what that spirit wants for us to lose our kids, and then lose our what? But you be encouraged. You can raise these children in safety and keep making it. This is Miss Fern from FML Diversify. I'll be back again teaching on more. Keep going. Don't give up and don't give in. Have a blessed night and a great day. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.